Welcome to the Throwthelob podcast. It's me, Evan, ShayGoon, your host. Anyway, today we have some special guests in the building. First, I want to shout out the people in the room. Shouts out Hannah in the back. No, yeah, I don't know where you was looking. Anyway, my boy Jamil out here. Appreciate you coming. No mic today, so you real quiet today. Is what it is. We're getting another mic. Anyway, guests in the room. You guys probably know these guys already. Skits been going crazy on IG, you know? I don't know when, and we're gonna get into it, when you guys start linking up and doing skits together. But some very talented people. I would say fashion forward people. That's how I'll put it. And that's a compliment. I hope it sounded like a compliment. That's a compliment. We got my boys, Kabu and Aleks. Welcome, boy.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
How you guys doing, man? How you guys doing?
We're good. We're blessed.
You know, you guys, you had a lot of trouble with, the rules. I don't know if you have issues with authority in your past.
Listen, so I walked in here and he did not mention nothing about rules.
At all.
I said before we started.
That's on him.
I said before we started.
He didn't say rolling as people on casting.
Yeah, because here you gotta be on your toes. You gotta be ready.
So he started recording without our consent.
There's no 1, 2, 3, nothing like that.
No. I had a
Hollywood, there's a thumbs up thing right here. You could have done it okay to start.
This?
Come on now.
Bro, in Hollywood, when you're getting ready to shoot, when it's time, do they tell you 1, 2, 3, let's go?
They say
sound?
say
action. No, they say action. They don't say 1, 2, 3.
Sound?
Did I not say action?
Action.
No, sir.
I said something along those lines. I said something. Anyway.
Let me drive the boat. Captain.
But anyway, so I don't know, just for the people watching this, if you guys don't know, if you want to drop your IG names or whatever, you guys have been dropping skits. But I know you were dropping skits before, a while ago. Because I think when we first met, it was New Love hit me up. I think me and New Love were working on his music videos, I think. And I was doing skits. He's like, yo, you got to work with my boy, KG.
Yeah.
I'm like, KG? You think he's Kevin Garnett? What's this dude, bro? And then, we linked up. I remember the first time we met, because we were trying to plan some skits or something. And then I met you. I won't forget this. I met you at Algonquin. Do you remember?
Yeah,
in the
CA building, right?
Exactly,
yeah,
CA building. I met you there. And we start sitting down, we start chopping up ideas yo, let's shoot this. I'm like, I bet.
He had a camera, bro.
Exactly. This is the part I'm about to get to.
That level, man.
Yeah, I had my camera. I'm ready to shoot. And then this guy's like, oh, yeah, no, I got class. I gotta bounce.
See, one thing you need to know about Kabu here is that he has a plethora of ideas.
Yeah.
But he gets to, what do you call it?
Shy?
He not shy. He just gets... I don't want to use the word lazy because it's too harsh, but he gets too reluctant to do it.
Yeah.
He's not a just do it guy. He has amazing ideas, but just
he does have great ideas. The ideas that he on that day, great ideas. But this is the thing. I liked him right away.
Yeah.
I was very angry right away.
I have a mutual thing there. Yeah, I totally understand.
Bro, I bus all the way. I'm bussing from Canada. I get there. I take 2 buses. I get in there. We're talking for 50 minutes. No, maybe longer than that. Maybe half an hour.
Yeah, we talking half an hour still.
Half an hour, whatever. And then this guy just leaves, and I'm just like,
Because, bro, you had a camera. I used an iPhone 6 the whole time I was doing videos.
Oh, yeah.
You had a camera. What am I supposed to do with the camera?
Okay, so also another thing you need to know about Kabu is that he gets really overwhelmed when he is put in higher end situations. For example, if you were to throw him on a big set right now, he would get really under pressure and overwhelmed by it.
For the first 2 seconds.
It takes him a few minutes or first hour to get settled and more comfortable into that environment. So that's why he kind of felt a bit threatened. It's like, oh, this is not my level. I can't be doing this right now when he saw the camera.
Yo, I was like, what are you
but I remember you said multiple times, no, but you brought a camera. I'm but can we get past the camera?
Let's do something with it, right? It's a camera.
Let's do something with it. Did you guys, probably at that time, I don't know how long ago that was, a couple years ago? So, for your perspective, were you working with Alex? Did you know Alex back then?
No, we
didn't know him at
all.
No. Crazy.
You know when You remember when we did those tennis videos with Fitch?
Yeah. Shouts out to Fitch.
True. Shout out to Fitch.
Shout out to Fitch.
I still haven't met him. Like,
really?
maybe like a month afterwards. That's when I met him.
Yo, did
like,
you introduce yourself?
What do you mean introduce myself?
Because we're going straight into conversation right now.
Did you introduce yourself?
I mean,
didn't.
I gave you guys an introduction.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
But no. So yeah, here. Okay. You know.
No, that's not so fun. Let's go continue.
No. Since he said it. You know, if you guys want to introduce yourselves on your own, what you do or whatever.
Oh, that's what you meant. I don't mind. So you going first? I'm going first.
I don't mind.
I mean, I don't know. It's
So
whatever
you
we want to do.
because now we're doing it.
Because now we're doing something. Now we're doing something.
Okay, cool. So, well, my name's Alex with a KS, actually. Alex _ Raymond on Instagram. I do fashion, creative directing, and
there we go.
I do skits with Kabu too. So that's why we're here.
Yeah.
I love everything creative and design aspect. So I always try to stay in those fields, whether it is, most people don't know this, I do a lot of furniture design. Yeah.
Dope. So you were messing with this. So you were really messing with the
that
the
is when
design
I
of this
walked in.
place.
I was like,
that's why he was
this is my
old.
vibe.
Got you. Yeah.
I do architecture too. Well,
Oh,
I'm
dope.
not an architect, but I've done a year in architecture class.
He dabbles.
I did a year.
Online class or you're in class?
No, in class.
There we go.
So I
There we go.
know
That's
a
real.
few
That's
things.
real.
I could design a full home, but like yeah. But yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, so my name is Kabu. At KG4Baller on Instagram.
There we go.
Yo, sounds like a kid.
I'm pretty sure my old
That's my first email.
Exactly.
Mine was cutestar123.
Wow.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. That's a dark past. Do you guys remember? Are you guys old enough to remember Mix It? Do you remember Mix It?
Who?
Mix It.
No.
Mix it.
You don't remember Mix It? I think it's a South
Concrete
African
or-
thing. No, it's an app. It's like a chatting app that came out. That
Oh, we
blew
had
up.
MSN.
You guys had
MSN chat was I mean, for me, that
AOL.
was the big one.
Oh,
What?
yeah?
AOL. AOL?
Maybe.
That was even before that.
For us,
Yeah.
it was Mix It, and everybody who was on Mix It, you cannot use your real name, so you had to have like an alter ego.
What do you
type
mean?
of
People
thing.
can't know who you are?
No, they can, but like
That's some
it wasn't cool. It
I
wasn't
get it, dark
trendy.
path.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't
okay.
trendy to use your actual name because it's like
Got you.
it's Mix It, right? It's like a chat.
I mean, this
zone.
sounds like some type of dark web. Were you selling babies
It
on
wasn't.
there?
No. so it was like. Okay, you guys know BBM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like BBM, but like an app version of it for every phone. And like
Okay.
it worked really well on Nokia's. And
Ooh,
in
you said
South
Nokia?
Africa, in South Africa, it was really popular because
Got you.
every kid was on it. So like if you were on it, you would have like an alter ego name, and you wouldn't chat in full sentences. So you would use like you, P, and like to say words. So like
Wait, what do you mean not chatting full sentence? So like you would use slang? Like I've seen slang. Like
not like slang. You just wouldn't use full sentences. It wasn't cool either to use full sentences.
this seems like
shit?
what is
Yeah,
this?
so you would, instead of, because like, you know the old phones used to have like multiple like buttons, so you would have to click it like twice or three times for you to get that. So like,
Oh, I think so. For like different. Wait, no. I
so
don't
for
know.
example, like this.
I'm talking about
wow,
my
you guys,
I
you
have
guys,
no idea what he's talking about.
Hold on, let me show you. So, do you know how this is laid out? Like that?
Yeah. Okay.
So like, the
A, B,
phones
C.
Oh
would
yeah.
have that, so you would have
one
to like
number.
double click.
One number has 3 letters. so to
Yeah,
speak.
now
Got
imagine
you.
chatting on that, right? So you kind of had
kill
to
me.
find a shortcut. Instead of writing have as in HAVE, you would just
Yeah.
write HVE. So like that's how we cut
Oh,
every word
got you.
shorter.
Got you. Oh, that's so much work.
It is so
bro.
much work,
Oh
but
my
like once you get in
goodness.
the hang of it, you
Yeah.
can literally type and look at your friend like this. I got to a level where I was just like, yeah, just
On a Nokia.
yeah, like
On a
on a small
Nokia.
Nokia phone. Like
Wow.
it's the coolest feeling ever because all
Look
you
at that,
hear,
look at that, look
all
at
you
that.
hear is click, 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 click.
You see that? That's what I give you.
Anyway, continue.
That's what I give you.
I digress.
That's what I give you.
These South Africa things.
I
bro.
digress. Yeah, we could go on forever. Go.
But honestly, it's actually interesting because I didn't even know you were from South Africa until just now.
Yeah.
To be honest, I haven't met you that many times.
Yeah.
1, 2 times. I've seen you. I mean,
we met once, twice.
twice maybe.
We've
3
times? Twice.
Nah,
We've met twice.
maybe twice. Yeah, probably twice.
We've met twice. We met
The
at
theater?
the theater, and
There was another time I remember, but I don't think he said much though.
I don't say much.
No.
No.
I've heard. That's not true. That's just not true.
I really don't say much. No.
I don't say
I'm an
much.
introvert,
Huh?
Yeah. I actually am. Anyway, continue.
No, okay.
Continue what?
Before we continue, I'm just saying on this podcast, like honesty.
I'm okay. I can
It's
be
vital.
honest. Like I'm being honest. Like
Oh, you mean we have to be honest?
Yeah, that's
what
how
you
it
said?
is. Why would you want to lie? Like,
Try. You could try. So you came to the podcast. You're like, I'm gonna tell motherfucking ton of lies today.
I was just making sure that's what you were saying because I was like, yeah, but what lies? What would we lie?
Well, he's lying right now. He's saying don't talk.
I'm not. Well, so here's the thing.
He says he's not on the dark internet, bro. I know he's on the dark internet, bro.
He knows. Listen, we all on the dark internet sometimes. He knows this about me. In crowds, I don't. Why are you laughing? No, I don't immediately associate with everybody or talk to everybody.
I force him.
So he kind of forced me. It's like I'm a very outspoken person, but if I'm standing in a crowd of people, I just listen.
Yeah.
So I'm just always seated or something.
Is it in a crowd of people you don't know, or what about?
It could be any big crowd. It's just like I always push away from being the loudest person in the room because well, I try not to, but there's some incidences where I kind of just start.
I feel that. I feel like the first time I met you, I can't remember where, but it wasn't I know it wasn't the theater. I know I met you sometime before. I can't remember what that.
I think it was at Algonquin.
Probably. Yeah, it probably was just at Algonquin.
Yeah, it was probably at Algonquin, and then you met him, and then we said hello. And that's it. That's
probably what it was.
It's me.
I'm pretty sure. This is how I remember my first conversation with this guy. I see Kabu. What's up, Kabu? How you doing? What's poppin'? All that stuff, right? And then I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, but that's exactly how it is.
Perfect.
That's exactly how it is. And Susie, or some shit. I don't know.
That's Kabu when he greets everybody, and he knows everybody.
What? Literally. First conversation, I know because I just said I had seen him from the video. At that point, you must have been in at least one video or a couple.
Yeah,
so I said, "What's up? What's your name?" And he said, "Like Alex." And then he turned like this away from me.
Oh,
I promise you that's how it went.
Okay, so
I promise you that's how it went.
Yeah, so I'm a very awkward person when I meet people.
Shit.
Yeah, because every time I say hi to people, he legit because we probably heading from A to B. Mm-hmm. As we're going to B, he's like, I'm dabbing people up and stuff like that at school, right?
Yeah.
And then he just continues. Like he doesn't
I don't stop.
Or if he stops, he's just there in the corner like
yo, they not my people,
waiting.
Honestly.
And it happened to I'm dabbing three people at the same time. Yeah. I'm dabbing one, he stays. The second one, I'm literally going from A to B.
And you just keep looking like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like,
there was one time I had his headphones on and he was talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'm out. And I left and I got on the bus and I
with
went home.
With my beats.
With his beats. But he was taking too long. He was talking to this person
instead
for
of just dropping the
20
beats.
minutes.
So then what did you see him leave with your beats or then you just turned and he was gone?
So I texted him and I called him from the distance. He didn't reply. So I was like, all right.
Okay, that's not my fault.
I mean, you were talking.
Exactly.
You were talking. But this is the thing about Kabu. Kabu does know everybody.
Exactly.
Whoa.
I don't know how this dude knows everybody.
Did we somebody?
Well, you just knew them now. Well, now you know them.
Watch. Next time you're passing, you're just gonna see them from across the mall. Hey, Jamil, what's good? What?
Expect that.
But I get that. I feel like I'm probably somewhere in between y'all. Maybe not as.
I'm a shy guy. I don't get it, man.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. People don't believe that.
I don't know about that. But anyway, going into when did this because I know you were doing skits for you, and there were some times where before we met, you were doing skits. So I don't even know how to fucking phrase this shit. But essentially, how did you link up with him and start working? And then how did that happen? Because the way we linked up was weird enough as it is. So I feel like that shit was weird as well.
Our link up was divine. God.
Yeah, I can say
spiritual.
You remember how we met?
On some
We link up with Fitch and all that stuff. We're trying to give ideas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Fitch had another idea. He wanted to do a TV show together, and then he's gonna be
wrong. That's so much holes in that story. So one thing you guys need to know about Kabu too, he does not know how to explain properly. So origin story from Alex. I'll take over. Just give me a second.
Go ahead.
I'll just do the intro and then you can carry on.
Shit.
We have a mutual friend. Is it?
No, it's good. One thing I forgot to do. I just looked at my list of shit I have to do. It's fine. I can do it now. Just to sync all the audio, I'm just gonna clap where all cameras can see.
You see, that's what we say.
Oh, only
sound,
one person claps.
rolling, action.
I thought we clapped. I thought he said we. I was like, all right, we clapping? Okay, cool. My bad. All right, let's go. You do it.
Alex
You go.
is trying to sabotage this podcast
You go, you go.
bad.
Go for
Okay,
it,
all
go
right,
for
all right.
it.
I'm just gonna sink it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Woo, Kabu, I swear to God, bro. Okay, we're
That's
good.
a lot of
We're
claps.
synced. All right, continue the
So,
story. How you guys met?
So we have a mutual friend named Fitch.
Shouts out to Fish. Second shout out. Jeez.
You know,
The
all
architect,
day,
you
every
know
day.
what I'm saying?
And we all talk about the same thing when we all together. Like if I'm with Fitch, we'll talk about film and
Creative and film stuff,
creative
yeah.
things, like things we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a type of person. If you talk about something, like you just do it. Like I want to do it. I want
Put
to put
it in
my-
motion.
I want to
Yeah.
put it in motion at least, so I know that
sound
we're
move.
starting something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hate talking about it. If we going to talk about doing something, we're doing it.
We have to do it. I feel
So we would talk about it, and I would just be like, yeah, do it. Like, why are you still talking to me about it? It's the fourth day we talking about it, you know?
Got you.
And they were talking
I'm
as
getting
well.
into that mentality, you know.
And they were talking as well. And then one day he was just like, yo, let's do a company together.
But before that,
Oh shit.
I was doing the skits, right?
Yeah, I feel like we should probably clear that up because I was like,
Because I was doing the skits, and Fitch
Yeah.
hit me up. He's like, "Yo, you're doing skits?" Because he was doing YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. So he's like, "Yo, we can make some
Was
videos
that before
together."
me and you met?
Yeah, before me and you
Okay,
met.
yeah. So just to put the timeline for people, because this is
that's just
okay,
how,
yeah,
that's
so-
just how me and Fitch met again.
So yeah,
and
but the people right now, people just keep hearing Fitch, like it's his podcast. Number one, Fitch, this is not your podcast, bro.
So-
We're gonna bring your name up so many times. You better come on this podcast.
is-
You better give me some money, bro.
Oh, yeah, for real. He needs to sponsor this.
some money. Huh?
Okay, Cavill. Oh my gosh, Cavill. Another rule. When you're on a
Are you gonna add
podcast.
rules as we go, or just like I feel like
This
we
one
should
I
layer
forgot to
them
tell
out.
you. This one I forgot to tell you. Two things I forgot to tell you. One, podcast isn't technically live. So if you say something that you want edited out, we can edit that out later. Like
Okay.
me saying that right now, I'm probably gonna edit that shit out.
Okay.
Number two.
Bloopers.
This thing, when you do this with the arm, it hits the audio. Yeah, it kills the audio.
You can hear.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So if you
'Cause
if you hit it once or
connected
twice,
to it.
yeah, if you hit it once or twice, it's fine.
But, like,
if
if
you
you do it while
do that,
talking and it's
yeah,
important
we
stuff.
already have one guest who's the leader of that. Shouts out to Jordan O'Magan. He's
Yeah,
freaking
Jordan.
heck, Jordan.
I
God
see you,
damn.
Jordan. Whatever you did, Jordan. Whatever you did.
So no banging on this.
No, sir.
Exactly what you're doing. Like exactly what you're doing.
Yeah,
Like-
you want me to
like,
stop?
Don't do that.
So
Like
you're telling me
stop
to
right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you stop.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Where
Okay,
were
so
we?
here, let me fill in the gaps let me fill in the gaps.
Just give us all the rules so we can know.
I gave you all the rules.
Okay, good.
You gave us 2 rules.
Good.
Well, how many rules? I told you don't talk before I interrupt. Before I.
Rule number 1.
Rule number 1. Okay. Rule number 2.
No
Don't touching.
touching.
Don't touch the thing.
So you said all the rules. So that's all
No.
the rules.
There's a 3.
There's rule number 3.
Oh, so I told you you're gonna be adding. Okay, keep going.
Go.
You don't wanna-
Go.
Rule number. Okay, never mind. No. Okay, there's 2 rules. There was only 2 rules.
You can
And then
add if you
I
want.
tried to play it off like I had said there was more rules. There's only 2 rules. I lied. Okay.
You might find
But
one
I thought
more,
you said
don't
to be
worry.
all honest.
That was rule number 3, and I got you right there. And I got you.
Wow.
And I got you. Be honest. Yes, exactly.
You played yourself.
Woo! Goodness,
You
great
played
shots.
yourself real good.
Yeah, it hurts, eh?
Okay, so
Dang.
we laying out the timeline.
Yeah, okay, so let's lay out the timeline, and then like either of you, whenever Kabu's emotionally recovered from what just happened, can we, if you want to fill in what I'm leaving out, let me go what I know, and then we'll fill in. So, you were doing skits. Maybe you were the first one. Maybe me and you were doing skits at different times, but we didn't know each other. Regardless, you're doing skits through New Love, who's been on the podcast already. Shouts out to New Love being the first guest on the podcast. Shouts out to you. Through New Love, we linked up to do skits, and then you were already linked up with Fitch, who is a photographer. I think that was at least when
At
I
that
knew
time,
him.
at the
that
time.
That was
his thing.
the
Yeah.
only thing or the biggest thing he was doing, whatever. Very good photographer. But he wanted to do video. He's a very creative guy. He's a very ambitious guy. So he wanted to do film and stuff. So he wanted to work on skits and whatever. So
YouTube.
then
We were into YouTube at that time.
Oh God, did you know him at that time?
Yeah.
Oh,
He did. I didn't
okay.
do YouTube. You see, I just did those
Wow,
little
this
skits.
timeline is crazy.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
anyway.
I just did those little skits. So like, he wanted me
Got
to
you.
join
Got
the whole
you.
YouTube gang thing.
Did you have your own YouTube or were you helping on his?
I
had his own YouTube? I don't know what he's stuttering.
No, so we both. No. I'm just trying to think who started who started first? Yeah, so he started his own one first, and I already had mine, but I just didn't do anything with it. But
Almost everybody.
he kind of like what's the word? He kind of like encouraged me because at the time we were both doing vlogs. So he kind of encouraged me, and we're like, "Oh, I have someone to do it with," and he had a car.
You really need someone. Another thing, you need to vlog. You need someone who has a car.
Yeah, and you know, Ottawa is like winter time. You can't move.
Yeah, like
properly.
what are you gonna do? That's always been, I think,
you
for
can't
me.
be busting with a vlog camera. You know, it's like, yo, what's up, guys? I'm headed downtown.
OC Transpo vlog number 45.
And it's like 5, it's like 5 p.m. and it's like dark out. It's like
exactly.
I mean, I would have done it.
Yeah, well, anyway. Okay, cool. So that's what was happening there, and then. So I guess we all technically probably would have linked up at some point with this weird like spider web of a timeline. It's not a straight line. I'm doing this, but it's not a straight line at all.
Kind of have it.
But anyway, so then we worked for a while on some skits. I don't think all of them. Some of them came out, some of them didn't. But we worked on some stuff, right? We established like creative people. I honestly, just me personally, I love being around creative people, talking ideas. I love to put them in motion too. That's one thing initially that I'm like you in the sense, putting them in motion wasn't a thing for me for a while. You
see, me, the thing is, at the time, I didn't know how to edit a video. I did not know. I only used iMovie. So, like, I did not know. Yeah. So, like, all the videos, like, Fish showed me Premiere Pro and stuff like that. Like, and I'm like, okay, you edit these for me.
I remember you weren't editing at the You sent it all to him. Now, do you edit anything?
Everything.
Oh, you edit everything. Oh, okay. Got you.
From sound to like the whole editing and
color grades. Like, why would you color grade a cell phone?
I don't color grade.
But like, it comes out nice.
He shot it with a cell phone, but he color grades it. I'm like, calm down. It's not that serious.
I'm telling you, like, it's a different thing now because like I didn't know, so I was like giving all the footage. Like, you remember the whole tennis idea that we had that day? Tell me why it's still in like his computer, because at that time I did not have an idea what to do.
And so just to enlighten people about the tennis thing, we shot a video on a tennis court, and it was like I don't know, some skit on. I mean,
it was
tennis.
free, and it was free to be there, so we had to shoot something. Right?
Yeah, exactly. We got onto the tennis court on some random. I don't remember how we finessed our way onto that tennis court.
Nah, he did something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Fitch talked to the people. You know, he talks to his photographer. He's like, look, I've
shot because he was doing a picture for himself. You took pictures for him.
I took pictures.
I did the arm thingy that he got like so much likes. Yo,
did you get paid for that?
Yo,
you get paid?
No,
we've never gotten paid once.
Can't wait when I get him on the podcast, bro. He's got some answering to do, bro.
If you want, you can always donate to us.
Yeah, call me when you have him here.
Any donations.
KG4Baller. I'll be like,
my Instagram is KG4Baller. You'll see on the bottom. Just like donate.
He's still plugging himself. I'm confusion.
That's my hustle, man. Come on, now.
Continue.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we shot a video at tennis court, whatever. And then after that, I think that's when I was starting to take my big break from YouTube, because I took a break that lasted like 9 months.
Yeah, you took a break.
I took a huge break. But like there was a lot of things, like also that was exactly when skits were kind of on the decline for a while, but then there was a moment where they took a big hit, I feel, and it was all vlogs with, like, if you were, and I've talked about this with Brad, and actually that one was a test episode, so that's not gonna come out. So I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, Brad's gonna be on the podcast at some point too. Shouts out to Brad. But we were talking about how vlogging became sort of all of a sudden, I don't even know all of a sudden, but it became, oh, I'm white, rich in Beverly Hills, I just bought a car. That's how you get the views.
The Ace family.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Yo, don't
you didn't have to call them out.
Like,
yeah, well.
Take that back.
Bro, you didn't know they were listening, bro?
Take that back, bro. Like, jeez. What they do to you. Like,
anyway.
Calm down.
They're rich.
Anyway, come on the podcast. Whatever.
Yeah, you know?
Whatever, bro. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so, God damn it, I forgot what the hell we were saying. Jamil, do you remember what I was just saying? That's right. Yeah, so because of that, and then there was some other stuff, that was like around the time where I was like, I had just left school, and it's like, okay, I've left school like for a while now, like, all right, now how am I gonna make money and like all that stuff, so that takes some time to figure out or whatever, so that's why I took a break. And then we went, that's when, for me, I don't know kind of what happened, like how'd y'all link up? Y'all linked up with Fish, so that's the part I need y'all to fill me in on.
That's
that
where
part.
We did the most iconic video that we've ever done so far, even though it was like the lowest quality so far.
What show was that?
So like
Can you search it up?
Me and Fish started doing
do
those
something,
skits.
Jamil. Do something. Okay, search up
Go
KG.
on YouTube.
Okay, go
No,
YouTube.
no, go on YouTube and then.
Isn't it Instagram?
No.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm Fish. No, actually, don't even write I'm Fish. Write the dispatcher.
The dispatcher.
Oh, I've seen this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
This was the first video that we did, and then I think,
Wow.
Well, you thought you guys were gonna be the number one video.
It was number two. It was number two.
That was number two.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's our show. But that's
You have to up the sound as well. Restart it.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay,
restart because it starts.
On the actual computer. Just pause it for a sec. On the actual computer, top left key. No, I mean, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I guess. There you go, Jamil. There you go. And then just play it.
So hold on. So this was some of the worst acting that we've ever done.
But it was the beginning. It was the beginning.
That was the first one.
Like he gave us the worst script, so we kind of improvised everything on the
Who
spot.
wrote the script?
Fish.
did.
We improvised it too.
So he calls us to the house and he's like, oh, this is something I'm working on. I want you guys to look at it. And then we get there. He's like, oh, we're shooting it. And I was like, say what now? And then and he's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing the role anymore. You are. And I was like, say what now?
That's true.
So I was put on the spot and I was like, okay, cool, whatever, let's do it. And that's what came out.
Roll them.
My God, I think it's forcing the door. Damn, so you want me to send the cops?
You haven't sent them yet? You know I'm literally gonna die, right? You know what? I'm taking matters into my own hands.
I don't really understand. So don't send the cops? Like, you're kind of confusing. You know what? I'm gonna have to put you on hold.
This nigga. You know what? Forget it.
So for the audio listeners who were just coming back now, we just watched a quick clip from we watched almost the whole thing from the dispatcher video that these guys did.
Yeah.
Now on that one, when I saw that right away, I'm like, quality from any of Kabu's early videos. Knock that bitch out of the way, man. Yeah.
Like,
So at that point, I'm like, is he gonna do that for every video? Because like, then if you have to do that for every video, the amount that you can put out like goes down significantly. So that was my next question. So what at that point were you thinking, oh, I'm only doing these videos now, or were you still gonna do your ones like on the iPhone?
I was so shocked because like this girl messaged me. She's like, "Yo, you can't do any more of what you're doing. This is like your standard now. That's your bar."
Yeah.
And I'm panicking. I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do? I have an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta take that in. I have
And
no idea.
this is like when you shoot this, there's like people helping you. Like you had at least Alex and Fitch, if not more. And you
Fitch
need
edited all that one. Because again, I had no idea.
High quality camera, all that stuff. Like that's just because you have one video doesn't mean you necessarily have all that available to you.
We were shocked because that video actually did like people actually were like, yo, this is jokes. This is nice.
It was great, yeah.
And then that's when the whole house started, pretty much.
Yeah, that started.
Yeah, so like we started doing more videos with that.
Yeah.
But like I was heading into school and then he was going into school. So like that's when our videos really started. But before that we were just doing still videos just like that part.
Yeah, so so we did a couple of those. We met through Fitch and it was fun. And we just like had common interests because our families are both from the Congo. And we kind of clicked that way. We could like speak the same language, and you know how there's so much Haitians here. Well, not a lot, but like we have a lot of Haitian friends. We have a lot of Haitian friends, like Fitch and his whole team. You know, so they would when they were together, they would always be talking. In Korean, is it Creole? How do you pronounce it? Creole. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. And so like when we would like meet, we could talk, you know. And I had somebody to talk to because I was kind of new at the time.
Dope.
Even though he bashes me about how I speak it, but it's all good.
Yeah, he's
all right.
Yeah, so we met and then like I was never like about doing skits. But like I loved the whole idea of it.
But you were doing YouTube before. You didn't want to do skits.
I was doing YouTube, but like doing skits was never really like a thing that I thought I would do.
Oh, okay, you know? I got you.
Because like I don't think I'm funny.
So when you were doing, you don't think you're funny?
No.
So why'd you start doing skits? That doesn't make sense because you're obviously funny.
See, the thing is, right? Like I never looked at it that way.
Okay.
Right? Like I could write a good script, or I could come up with a good script, but I never looked at it in a way where, let me be the star of this.
Oh,
funny
so you
skit.
want to write it, but you saying you don't want you. Initially, you
I
didn't
never thought of it that
to
way.
be the on-screen talent.
Yeah, like
got you.
Because like when we started doing videos, all of us together, we did a whole show. We have a whole I don't know if I can say this, but we have a whole Was it a season?
It can
or
be.
like a whole
We can
episode?
edit this out. Remember?
We have a whole episode
okay.
of a show that we did.
I think you told me about this. You might have told me.
Yeah,
Guns and Badges. It's called Guns and Badges. It's so dope.
But
like,
again, it's it's like that quality that like before.
we transferred.
Wait, so this TV show, was it this recent good quality, or was this?
It's good. It's
quality.
better
Okay.
actually.
Because this was
better than
this
that.
was
better than that.
This was all y'all and Fitch.
Everybody.
Got you,
We got a lot of people on board for it, and it was really good. And we did a couple other stuff. So the goal was to do a YouTube channel where we'd post all of these as a collective. So it was a collective of friends who would help each other grow in their respective fields and also do things together, like collaborate. And then he started school, I started school, we were in the same school, and we would just like either hang out on free periods or something, and it would just be like, oh, let's just hang out.
And then at this point, are you feeling like, yeah, we're hanging out a lot, but we don't have time to make the actual like show episode, the thing you were just talking about? Were you feeling like you had time?
We were making time in the craziest ways, like because so like we would have class at like in the morning. I would have like a 5-hour class in the morning, and then he would have like an hour class, and he would wait, and then Fitch would come get us. And then we would go all the way and we would shoot the whole night, or we would even shoot at Algonquin because we were using some spots at Algonquin. Or we would just sit at like Ottawa and write like movie scripts or something, like big budget scripts.
Got you,
And we actually ended up doing one this summer. Shout out to that. That was sick. We did a whole ass short film.
Oh, wait, yeah.
We did
Anyway, so, and all of that came from us just sitting down, giving each other ideas and writing scripts and giving each other deadlines. When is this coming out? He's been promoting it, so.
This is going to come out.
No, like he's been promoting it, so we good. We can say
this
that.
month, early next month?
No,
we have a couple.
like he's been promoting it since like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, because when we saw so we went, all of us went together to see a short film, and your.
It was
it was that one. You saw the trailer,
Yeah,
right?
so there was a trailer
of
your short film that you were working on, showing at this short film.
Yeah, that's the one we did. So like, being in that environment the whole time kind of like pushed us to start doing it, and that's when I started like being more interested in Kabu and his art, and because we would never have time to do what we do, and we would just be focusing on a collective thing, right? And
got you.
He would always be like, "Oh, I have this idea," and I was just like, "Do it."
Yeah, one day he's just like,
and one day I snapped. What do
you mean snapped?
No, I snapped
because I had a new phone.
Yeah.
Okay, I finally had a new phone. At the time, it was the 10 Max. So it was
the 10 Max.
We can do things, right? So, I'm still thinking because I haven't like really posted some nice stuff, and I got a new phone, so it's a good time. So he's just like, let's go. Like we were taking pictures and stuff like that, because like Instagram.
I'm like,
I got a new phone. Let's take photos. Yeah. And he's like, yo, it'll be dope if we do this. And he was talking future tense, and I hate talking future tense because
he does.
I know you can forget sometimes, and sometimes you get like, I procrastinate, and I was like, let's do it, and he's like, yeah, but like we don't have this, we don't have that.
I could see you already getting angry. I could see it like a vision.
Because I'm just like,
don't talk about it.
Because I'm like, nah.
Talk to me about it.
We can do it. Like, let's just think it, and then one day we're gonna come back and just say, because I like having it on paper. It's just like, okay, we do this, we do that,
and that's what I told him. I was like, listen, the rarest of skits and amazing skits that come out and go viral are never scripted. It's either always in the moment. And if it's scripted, it's scripted by Complex or something.
Yeah,
or like,
I think for that, it's like if you're gonna have a script, you can't be so like as the script writer, you can't be so in love with your script that you don't let your actors or whatever.
Not only
improvise.
that, like if you're doing a 1-minute video for Instagram, like you don't have to think that hard.
You really don't.
I think hard.
I think that hard too, and I know exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
I
I always tell them, like, you're already funny, and anything you do, people are gonna love it. So what we have to do is come up on the spot with the mental script of something really dope of our scenario, and then just do it. Forget about it as long as you have the footage. As long as you have the footage and think about how you're gonna edit it. everything else is
That
everything else is set.
pushed me.
Yeah.
When
You know what I
said,
mean?
Just have it, and
Yeah.
then how you want it. I'm just
And
like,
then-
I
And then
can
that's
do it.
easier to think about. It takes a whole weight of pressure off.
Oh yeah,
right there,
That's,
right away.
That's what
Yeah.
he started realizing because we did a lot of videos that day.
The first time?
Yeah, I
did
think
like 3.
We did that was 3 from
That's
nothing.
still.
We did
yeah.
like 3 videos
Still
from
a lot.
nothing, right? And then he started getting into the habit of it.
That was the video that excuse me.
Yeah.
And then the month.
I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one for sure. Yeah.
It's crazy because when I told him the idea, he was like, "Huh? How would that make funny?
Yeah.
How would that be funny?" I was like, "Listen, trust me, it's how you edit it. That's how it's gonna be funny."
Can you pull up his Instagram for a second? KG.
Yeah, KG4. Oh, it's right there.
KG4 baller. Yeah, there we go.
Jamil reminds me of. Do you know Unbox Therapy?
I only vaguely know. Not enough for whatever you're gonna say.
Right. He has a.
Okay, you gotta hit my favorite one right now. The one with Believe. So hit that one. The second one, the middle one. That's my favorite one. Hit that one. Play that one for me, please. I love that. Make sure blast the volume a little bit more.
It's like his confidence was so low, and so was mine.
Oh,
We shot, what, 5 videos that day?
Yeah, we shot 5 videos that day.
Word. So
was
not all
awesome.
of them are out at this point.
Oh, yeah,
that's
the first
it's gonna be a
Nice.
weekly thing. It's gonna
Nice.
be awesome. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how exactly. That's one thing I still got to figure out in terms of the schedule because we pre-recorded. Technically, we pre-recorded four, but one of them there was an issue with the technical side, which is now why we have this list of
Just to
things
make
that
sure.
need to be done, so we don't like mess that part up anymore. But yeah. So we're going to release them. We're releasing one, at least the audio, in like a day or so. So shouts to I don't even think I told you, but yeah, just to let you know, we're releasing in like a day or so. Just so you know, guys. He's like, where? So what? My bad. See, communication level. That's another thing. Me doing this, organization wise. It's not my strong suit. So like I have to make lists. Like I have
You
to.
need help? I work for $5 an hour.
See?
Okay, $3 an hour. I'm down. Boy, if you don't get your. No,
Anyway.
I'd work.
Anyway. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure when this will come out. Probably within the next few weeks, roughly around that time. So you might see more, you might see less. Definitely follow. Are all the videos going on your IG and not yours?
Yeah.
All on Kabu's. So that is once again at gmail.com. At KG4baller.
The G just makes it feel like a Gmail. At kgmail.com. Baller. Hashtag.com.
Oh man. Okay, yeah. This is one thing I wanted to ask because I'm trying to get into this and I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to start something as a fool. So I want to ask you cuz I know you specifically into fashion, all this different types of stuff.
Yeah.
Thrifting.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know nothing. I don't know where to go. I don't know
We're the
what.
same.
You don't know nothing, right? I need to know like a few, maybe do's, maybe some do nots. This is one thing I'm really trying to. You know what I'm
You're not an
saying?
expert, bro. You made me spend, how much was that? 60 bucks?
actually-
When you say we're going to spend 20 bucks?
Calm down.
Oh.
Calm down.
But yeah, he's still an expert.
Okay.
Calm down. Like, that was a bad day.
Well, it's like
yeah,
gambling.
so-
You have good days, bad days, thrifting.
No, not really. But like, you just have to be smart with it. So your question was?
So essentially,
No, I want to get the overall because I
Yeah.
can talk forever. Here.
essentially, like, should I be sticking away from like the big name, like thrift stores, like a Value Village? Should I only be because I don't really know. I just looked in the other day. I got some fake. I don't even wear Off-White, but I saw it in the store. I'm like, maybe I'll grab it. I get home, I see that the white is WHTE, no I. I'm like, White. Yeah. What's
All right.
I'm still wearing those shits to the gym, so if you see me, holla at me in the off-wits.
Okay, so there are different types of thrift stores out there. Okay.
You don't have to expose if there's like one that's like, oh, this is my spot. You don't have to expose.
No.
Yeah.
It's just like a general thing that you should know if you want to start thrifting. You get the vintage thrift stores, and then you get the general thrift stores, and then you get
And the general ones are
the Value
Villages.
Villages, the Army, Salvation Army.
Got you.
Those are general. Those are like just like clothes.
Mm-hmm,
The vintage ones are either small pop-up stores that people who do vintage collections would go into like a Value Village and pick out all the really cool items.
Oh, so it's a little bit more.
It's more selected.
Got you.
And because it's more selected, the price is a little bit higher than you would find in Value Village.
But you pay for that kind of
you kind of pay for it because everything you look at is dope. And depending on the style that you're trying to go for, everything you walk into a vintage like there's one on Bank called Ragtime. Everything in there is like you walk in, you're like, oh, okay.
Like right away.
Because you look at a section, you're like, oh, if I want to dress like I'm from the 80s, this is I can buy everything here. Yeah, you know what I mean? Word. It has that style. But if you want to dress like a punk kid, like it's all there. So I would say is start off small. Start off at like a general Value Village store and always go in the morning in the weekdays.
Oh, in the morning, because those are like when new stuff hasn't been picked clean yet.
So
is what you're saying?
They put out new things every morning.
Okay.
And from Monday to Friday, if I'm not mistaken, or from Monday to Saturday, I don't know. Somebody will correct me. But the best time to go is in the morning because that's when all the fresh stuff is out. You know, if you go in the evening, all the really cool items are picked out. And the trick of thrifting is you need to look at everything in your size section.
Oh, really? Like
don't
you just
scan with your eyes. Never scan with your eyes because you will miss really cool items. Like I found a Prada bag, a red Prada bag for $6.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, $6. Yeah, and it was in the female section too. Like it's a really cool red side. I don't know. I think I have it on my Instagram. Could you pull up my Instagram there real quick? Yeah, I found a really cool red Prada bag.
Double check. Yeah, look at here. These are some pieces that I'm trying to see.
There it is. Okay, so the sweater, I got it for $10.
Chef, look at my comment.
So that sweater is from Value Village, and the bag is from Value Village. That's a Prada bag that I got
crazy.
For. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
The trick is, if you find your size section, do this. Go through the whole section.
Yeah, he told me that.
Got you.
Never not look at the whole section because you will be disappointed every single time if you scan with your eyes.
Got you. So now, do you usually not to say you're going thrifting all the time, but like how often do you do it? And like, the majority of the time, do you check those bigger names, like the general ones, more often than the other ones? If you know what I mean.
So yes, always do. Well, it's a hit or miss. If you have money and you want to, and you feel like doing some shopping,
true.
Make sure you're in the mindset for it. Because if you're not, you won't find anything. And you have like $50 will leave you with like 3 outfits.
True.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's actually true. You have to be in the.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that.
What happened?
We'll talk about that. Anyway, listen. So we'll talk about that. So sometimes there are some incidences when, for example, like Value Village, there's some incidences when they know that they found something amazing, and it's not blinking, huh?
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, no, it doesn't. It's good. It's just I gotta remember time wise. But yeah, no, we're good. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go over it, I don't give a fuck.
Okay. I was like, no, there's times where it's like they find items and they like, oh, this is really cool and it's really like it's worth way more. Like the jeans he got for $30 is originally $300.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Still looks angry.
Yeah, no, he's really mad. Because the thing is, I told him he would spend like $20, but we didn't look at the prices when I was putting the clothes in the cart. So when we got to the cash to pay, it was way more than we expected.
I don't even wear jeans now.
But like
I can just see at the cash, Kabu just looks straight to you.
Yeah,
I actually did. I was like, what?
You did.
Because I heard 63 sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, and I paid like 11 because I bought this the day.
you know what he says? He's like, bring $20.
Yeah.
I bought 20.
He told you bring 20.
Like obviously it was by card, but like he's like, yo, we're just gonna spend $20.
Good. Cap it at 20.
He spends less than that.
So here's the other thing. You could budget for a small price, but if you find something really amazing that you'll never see again, take it.
True.
Don't rethink.
Yeah.
Take it or put it in your cart until you do your final evaluation. I've had many incidences where I found really cool items. Like the other time, I found these really cool. What are they? What are they? These like. They are the coolest looking, like, I think caterpillars, like cats, boots, but like they're more of the like.
I'm gonna believe you.
Hold on.
Caterpillar boots is new to this podcast, man. Hold on. Caterpillar boots, I never heard of that before.
Hold on.
Caterpillar cats.
It's cats.
Like Hello Kitty?
No, like. Hold on, I'll show you. Anyway, So I found these boots and I looked at them and I really liked them and they fit me like a glove. I put them on and I put them back and I walked away 2 seconds. I walked back and they were gone.
Yeah,
They were gone.
it's like vultures. If you're really good at it, it's probably like vultures. Like you're out there, you pick it, like you don't, like you said, don't think twice. And other people aren't thinking twice, so they're gonna go and snatch it.
And it's like you don't have to buy it, but at least like keep it with you. You know what I mean? They look like that. Like
got you. If you can send me this so I can. Oh, got you. I actually mess with these.
like
send me these so I can put it on the video, or just send it to Kabu or whatever.
Oh yeah. So I'll just save it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the whole trick is look through everything. Go to the big ones first because once you go to the smaller ones, like the vintage ones, you kind of get overwhelmed and you're like, oh, that's expensive. Oh, this is that.
Got you.
Once you start appreciating the unique pieces, because they don't make clothing the way they used to anymore. Now we are in the age of fast fashion. So
Got you.
H&M, all of these, like you would walk in H&M and you won't be able to find a straight cut pants or a baggy pants. Everything is either slim or trimmed down
100%.
Or something like that.
This is all news to me, but
yeah, so
all this is-
to find those really cool like
What happened to Giant Tiger, bro? Like, shit.
to find those really
I
cool.
appreciate it, yo.
Even Giant Tiger does that. Like honestly, like
Like
all
they
their
slim
pants
shit,
are just
eh?
like
Yeah.
slim or whatnot. Yeah. So to find those really cool flare pants, like nobody wears flare pants, but I rock those. They look fire.
Word.
Or like a really cool straight cut Levi's, like the original classic ones that last you for 10 years. You cannot find them anywhere else but a thrift store. You know.
True.
And the crazy part is most of the clothing, if not like 40% of it, is never worn. It's like from factories because I worked in retail for a while and a lot of the clothing that we didn't sell, we threw away.
That's true. And I worked in retail too.
Yeah.
That part I do know. Yeah.
We threw away. So once they throw it away, most of these thrift shops come in and they grab
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And vintage stores as well do that. So you would find really cool untouched leather jackets, really cool untouched denim jeans. And once you start appreciating that, your style just develops and people are like, I've never seen anybody else with that.
True.
You know?
Jamil, real quick, because we got to start wrapping up soon. But on the, just show for 2 seconds the profile. Like show the blue, like look at the blue and like look at this. I couldn't find like half of this stuff.
Okay, so
Push him. One thing I like, we push each other. I like doing these types of
Just to
things.
do your thing.
You know?
Yeah.
So I have
like
this
what he's
weird
doing.
Colors
color,
is crazy. Yeah.
I have this weird color thing that I do. Yeah, you're
Wait. Scroll back up for a second. Wait, no. Scroll back up for a second. Keep scrolling. Oh, I think I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like it's like a row of like one color kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Continue. Go down. Continue. See, that's green.
Wow.
Continue. That's brown. Dope. Continue. That's blue. Okay. Open that photo with me in the train. So I made that. Yeah, I also make clothing too.
That was another thing I wanted to touch on briefly because not all the stuff is just like from the thrift.
No.
Do you take thrift stuff and then customize it?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I make it from scratch. So.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was me in Montreal. It was really cool. It was a cool trip. Everybody was asking me where I got
I still take better pictures of him though, so I'm still impressed. You know.
Anyway,
what happened there? Yeah, so I keep it color coded because I have this guy that I follow. He's really cool, and he has I don't want to show you his stuff because you look at mine and be like, yeah, that's
it's
amateur.
okay.
You would be like, oh, that's amateur. But like, yeah, he's really cool, and it's like.
Kind of that color coding and just like subtle thing. Like I didn't notice it right away.
Yeah,
and I've seen your profile multiple. I didn't notice it until just now.
Yeah. And the reason why my style is so out there is because I kind of grew up in a lot of places, and I learned and I saw and observed all these things, and I just like it's in my nature kind of thing.
Got you. All right. So basically, to rein this in, one other thing I have to say. This is just kind of like a podcast thing. We're gonna end it in a second, but we are gonna get. And I'm talking to the camera. So I know you don't like when I talk to the camera, but I'm talking to the camera.
Talk to me, bro.
So in the first couple episodes are real episodes, but they were also the first 3 episodes, right? So they're work in progress. We are gonna have some sort of segments on the show eventually. Right now, I'm still working on them. As I tried to implement them earlier, they weren't ready. They still need more time. Need more seasoning. And you always use more seasoning. So they are going to you want to hit that one more time? This one went off. Yeah. But yeah, so they're still happening. They just need more time to develop, and we'll fix all that and get that good. So just a heads up if you're watching those earlier ones and you're confused, like, oh, okay, he said we were going to do these every week, and now we start this podcast. I didn't say nothing like that. But anyway, that's that. Now, guys, it's been a great podcast. We got to wind down. Let's go do some plugging. If you guys have anything you want to plug or whatever.
I just want to say, like, it's been cool since, like, literally the way, like, our lives just changed when we met. Because, like, it's good to have, like, when you're doing something, it's good to have someone that's pushing you. Because, like, if you're just doing it alone, it's like
it's so much tougher.
Yeah, you got to motivate yourself.
You need to motivate yourself. You need people to motivate you. But also, it's like you need to surround yourself. And, like, you hear this all the time. But it gets taken for granted. You really need to surround yourself about people who are trying to do these type of things creatively or what have you. Just because it's like they don't let you slack. That's one reason they don't let you slack.
Yeah,
but
he
also,
doesn't like to do
the energy around is just so beneficial for creating shit.
Yeah, so for everybody who's trying to create some stuff and stuff like that, just like he tells me every time, we just push. Like, you gotta push. Like, you gotta try to, like, be consistent, especially in the stuff that I'm doing. You gotta, and then, like, at first he was really just pushing me to do this, and then not too long ago, I'm just like, yo, we're together in this together. Like, it's not just me. Like, you have a goal too. Like, we're on the same path, and we know this same path is gonna lead us to our goals. So we're like, so now, like, he's pushing me. I'm like, yo, you too. Like, let's do this. Like, you know, 100%. So like, so you gotta do that.
But like, you want to say one more time your IG and stuff before we leave?
All right. So yeah, how did you guys saw? Okay, so KG4 Baller. This one.
There we go.
Nah, for real. KG4 Baller, you know, on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Snapchat's more personal, so you get to meet my family and all this stuff. But like, yo, KG4 Baller is on my app.
And that's where all the videos are, just to reinforce that.
Yeah. The YouTube thing is on a haul. We're going to come with a bang.
That's in the works.
So just follow the Instagram especially, because, like, everything's on it. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Yeah.
Alex, you want to plug your shit?
I'm sure. I mean, yeah, man. Well, it's Alex_Raymond on Instagram, but that's Alex with a KS instead of an X. That's basically it.
And we saw the photos on here, so
yeah,
honestly, just a dope account to follow and get inspired and shit. Like,
thank you.
Sure.
We're taking
definitely
over.
More stuff coming. I'd just like to say thank you to the host for having us. It's been an awesome experience. This is the first time we've been on a podcast, and
the Kabu Aleks show. That's what we are.
This is exciting.
We say thank you.
I love you guys. I love all of you guys. You guys are doing an amazing job here, and
love is a big word, but you know, I love y'all still.
Appreciate that.
Like that's how heavy it is. Like, it's especially here in Ottawa. There's not a lot of people pushing this hard. Like, the ones that are very low key. Like, there's a lot of YouTubers down here, but like they're very low key about it. They don't network, and you guys are out here looking for people to have on the show.
100%.
You know? And that's networking and bringing people together. Because now I met you guys. Next thing you know, I have a project.
Follow the IG.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We follow back. I mean, we'll
do all the IG following after. But yeah.
We're not stingy.
Yeah. So because of that, we kind of creating a network of creatives who know that there's other creatives out there. So if something happens, we know who to look to or who to call. So I'm really grateful for this moment.
Man, great episode.
Of course.
Real quick before we end it, got some shit to plug, and I always forget everything. But let's see if I can do it this time, because I haven't successfully done it, I don't think, on any of the first three. And once again, last time, I'm not looking at you last time. So follow subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play. I think that's all. Wherever you get your podcasts, follow that. Leave a rating or review if you can. And then follow the IG account, throwthelob. I think did I say the name of the podcast when we started this?
You did.
I did. Got you. Throw the Lob. I should have said more. Throw the Lob is the name of the podcast. Instagram is @throwthelob. We have a YouTube it's just Throw the Lob. Just Throw the Lob. See, this shit needs work too. But anyway, follow all that. We're gonna have the audio will always come out a day before the video. So the audio and iTunes and Apple, all that stuff will be available one day, and then you can check the YouTube channel for the video the next day, and then we'll have clips in between as well. And yeah, appreciate your support. If you want to be on the podcast, if you want to help in the podcast in any way, you can contact us through the email that's on the IG @throwthelob. And then follow me at ShayGoon _ on everything.
You memorized all that?
No, see, that's why it was kind of bumpy. It's kind of bumpy, but
That's nice. I like that.
we're getting better. But anyway,
like
yeah,
that.
thank you for listening, and that's it. Appreciate y'all.
And that's when you did the
Enough of the
cutscene
song.
and then the whole like.
Yeah. Hold on.
You know what memes?